a good boxer does.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So
already doing the search in the third quarter. Now we're going to the fourth quarter.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL
on
EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. The quick throw knocked away.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards across, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
What they said,
oh my God. As penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I just lost it, but that's crazy.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Yes. Let's go, boy. Go, boy.
The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the plays or you don't.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough.
I do not want to do runs for all my plays. Damn.
He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left.
Why are all my plays, bro?
And pound away and try and finish off a game.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Yo, let's go! That toe tap was insane! That toe tap was insane! He just freaking punched him.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter. Do the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Damn, that catch was insane that I was doing.
So the big play means just like that.
Yes, sir, Purdy. Yes, sir.
Purdy to throw it on 1st
get this touch. Accident.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The kick by Gold is good.
36 points
will
now.
Extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Jones throw here taken in by Parker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Parker again, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Yeah. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten the yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And
he's brought
down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. This is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game. And
Yep.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down.
Nigga, what the fuck?
From these ace pass rushers.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down.
Oh, you have 2 tackles.
Situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for